The soft glow of candlelight flickered across the crisp white tablecloth, casting a warm, intimate ambience over the small table. Rith had chosen a quiet restaurant tucked away from the bustling city streets, a place known for its elegant atmosphere and exquisite Khmer cuisine. The restaurant, Mali's, was adorned with traditional Cambodian art, its walls lined with intricate carvings and silk tapestries. The air was filled with the gentle melody of traditional music, played softly on a Ronnie Tech, creating a soothing backdrop for their conversation. Fragrant jasmine blossoms graced each table, their delicate scent mingling with the subtle aroma of spices wafting from the kitchen. Anya, dressed in a simple yet elegant silk dress of deep sapphire blue, felt a nervous excitement bubbling within her. This was their first official date, and the significance of the evening was not lost on her. She had spent a little extra time getting ready, wanting to look her best, not just for Rith, but for herself. She watched as Rith, seated opposite her, took a sip of his jasmine tea, his eyes crinkling slightly at the corners as he smiled at her. His gaze held a warmth that seemed to melt away her nervousness, replaced by a growing sense of anticipation. "Thank you for bringing me here, Rith," Anya said, her voice soft and sincere. "It's beautiful. I feel like I've stepped into another world." "I wanted it to be special, Anya," Rith replied, his gaze lingering on her, a genuine warmth radiating from him. He was struck by how the candlelight illuminated her features, highlighting the delicate curve of her cheekbones and the sparkle in her honey-colored eyes. "I know how much you appreciate beauty, Anya. In this place, it felt right. It felt like the perfect setting to get to know you better." As they perused the menu, a comfortable silence settled between them. It wasn't an awkward silence, but rather one filled with a quiet understanding, a sense of two souls connecting on a deeper level. Rith, with his characteristic thoughtfulness, explained some of the dishes to Anya, describing the intricate flavors and the cultural significance of each ingredient. His words painted vivid pictures of the culinary artistry, making Anya's mouth water with anticipation. "Have you ever tried a mock?" he asked, his voice a low rumble, a hint of playful challenge in his tone. "It's a traditional fish curry, cooked in coconut milk with a blend of fragrant spices like turmeric, lemongrass, and galangal. It's a staple of Khmer cuisine." Anya shook her head, her eyes wide with curiosity. "It sounds incredible, almost too beautiful to eat." "It is," Rith confirmed, a hint of a smile playing on his lips. "The flavors are complex and layered, a true delight for the senses. Perhaps we could share it? It's always better to experience new things together, don't you think?" The idea of sharing a dish, of that small intimacy, sent a flutter through Anya's heart. It felt like a subtle invitation, a gesture of closeness that resonated deeply within her. "I would like that very much," she murmured, her gaze meeting his across the table. Her voice was barely a whisper, yet it conveyed a wealth of emotion. As the evening unfolded, their conversation flowed effortlessly, like a gentle river finding its course. They talked about their passions, Anya's art, her dreams of capturing the world on canvas, of conveying the emotions and stories hidden within the landscapes and faces she painted, and Rith's photography, his ability to freeze moments in time and reveal their hidden beauty, to tell stories without words. They shared stories of their childhoods, their families, and the experiences that had shaped them into the people they were today. Rith spoke of his travels, the places he had seen, and the people he had met, his voice filled with a quiet sense of wonder. Anya shared her dreams of traveling the world, of seeing the places she had only read about in books, her voice filled with youthful enthusiasm. Rith was captivated by Anya's youthful enthusiasm, her fresh perspective on the world, and the way her eyes sparkled when she spoke of her dreams. He found himself drawn to her vulnerability, the delicate balance between her strength and her sensitivity. He saw in her a raw talent, a spark of genius that he knew would one day illuminate the world. Anya, in turn, was mesmerized by Rith's quiet confidence, the depth of his knowledge, and the gentle wisdom that seemed to emanate from him. He had a way of looking at her that made her feel truly seen, truly understood, perhaps for the first time in her life. She felt safe in his presence, a sense of belonging she had never quite experienced before. As they savored the rich flavors of the Khmer cuisine, their hands occasionally brushed against each other on the table. Each fleeting touch sent a jolt of electricity through them, a tangible reminder of the undeniable attraction that simmered beneath the surface. The shared meal became a metaphor for their burgeoning relationship, a delicate blend of flavors, a harmonious coming together of two different yet complementary elements. "You know," Rith said, his voice soft, his gaze intent, "I feel a profound connection with you, Anya. It's as if we were meant to meet, as if our paths were destined to intertwine." Anya's breath hitched in her throat. She had felt it too, this inexplicable pull, this sense of destiny that had drawn them together. It was a feeling both exhilarating and terrifying, a sense of surrendering to something larger than herself. "I feel it too, Rith," she whispered, her voice filled with a mixture of awe and wonder. As the evening drew to a close, Rith walked Anya back to her doorstep. The air was filled with the sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine, and the city lights twinkled like distant stars, casting a magical glow on the quiet street. They stood for a moment, facing each other, the unspoken emotions swirling between them like a tangible force. "I had a wonderful time tonight, Anya," Rith said, his voice husky with feeling, his eyes searching hers for a flicker of reciprocation. "Me too, Rith," Anya replied, her heart pounding in her chest, her voice filled with a warmth that mirrored his. "More wonderful than I can say. It felt like the beginning of something truly special." He reached out and gently brushed a stray strand of hair from her cheek, his touch sending a shiver of warmth through her, igniting a fire within her soul. Their eyes met, and in that shared gaze, the world seemed to fade away, leaving only the two of them suspended in a timeless bubble of intimacy. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated connection, a moment that transcended words. As Rith leaned in closer, Anya's heart quickened, her pulse racing like a drumbeat in her ears. She felt an irresistible pull towards him, a magnetic force that drew her closer. Their first kiss was soft, tentative, yet filled with an undeniable passion, a longing that had been building between them since the moment they met. It was a kiss that spoke volumes, a kiss that sealed the bond between their souls, a promise of a love that was just beginning to unfold, a love that defied age and circumstance, a love that was destined to be.